I remember Brandon texting me about this. Like sometimes the people who get booked for these shows, festivals, aren't exactly like the Jabberwockies or Kinjas or royal family. Like they're not at that level.
Yeah.
Sometimes like, but they're still getting paid. So,
I remember.
I
think there was like a Temper Tantrum meeting that I sat in for, and he was saying that like for one of the gigs he performed it over the summer, that there was like a team or a crew or whatever that performed at that same event that was like,
Yeah.
Yes, Brandon did say that.
Yeah.
There was a parade.
It was Pride. It was Pride. It was a Pride event.
Yeah. And the performers, he was like,
yeah,
we could do that.
Yeah, for the dance product, I aspire us to be like A tier, S tier as much as like Kinjas, but we're not those guys. But so at the current roster, I expect us to just put a good, entertaining dance product, because the ideal audience for us that we're trying to sell to is not dancers. Yeah. They're not the ones paying us.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or like
dancers are just as broke as we are.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so like we're not trying to market to them. We're not trying to be like do like all the crazy musicality. It's like we're trying to put together something entertaining that can be put on commercials or something,
and maybe impress a dancer or two.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then
throw a flip in there. Yeah. Throw like a throw a cute little.
Do it now.
Yeah. But like over time, I've started to appreciate like commercial dance and choreography that's not so like, oh yeah, they hit the and it was awesome.
God, yes.
And and I've learned to appreciate not hitting all of the and counts because no one can see it.
Yeah.
And even when you look back at videos, you're like, okay. And it's just a moment and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh man, I was working so hard on this 8 count that was like so awesome. And it was and for that, like, and I appreciate that. I really, really do. And it's really cool, like cool musicality in this new age where everything is very, like very, very fast. Your attention span's like this.
Yeah.
Like
you have less than a minute.
It's not about that one dance anymore. And now it's about like how much content how many dances can you put up? Like how much can you maximize this like one performance and like turn it into something that's going to be catching people's attention like that. Like how's your turnaround time? Which is why it's really cool that that our foundation for pushing out project is really good.
Yeah.
And like because now we're gonna have to compete with this.
Yeah. Yes. And then that's interesting too, because like my what was it? There was one night my friends and I were hanging out, and we were I made them watch Temper Tantrum performance at Mob for Curtain Call, and then like YouTube like autoplay just went into some of the other performances, and then it went into like competition like videos. Like YouTube just automatically went there, and and so I was like sitting there and they were so confused as to why I was reacting more to the smallest moves and like the big ones are like, whoa. And I'm like, that guy did a flip. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But like, did you see that?
Did you hear that?
You know, that 1 and a 2 and a 3. They're like, what now? I'm like, those are numbers, right?
Yeah. That's a perfect example right there of like the regular average Joe will not exactly like see the intricacies. So and we'll aim to do that because if it speaks to the choreographer, and we'll add that. But if it's but it's not, we're not trying to create the most difficult looking choreography. We're just trying to feel
for like a commercial.
For a commercial. Oh my god.
Also, at the end of the day, we're just trying to make it entertaining, dancing content. We just want we want the dancers,
make it profitable.
Yeah, exactly. And the dancers get to enjoy the process as well. So